because of me. And he knows it, and he's probably watching me talk all this smack right now when he's working on this video, but he knows it's true, and he's probably smiling right now. Go ahead in the comments, just let him know that if it wasn't for Anthony, he wouldn't be having a motorcycle.
Alright guys, good morning. Well, I'm a little sick, but we're still getting it done. I don't know if it's the pollen or what, but my voice is just about gone. I've got the small trailer hooked up, just picked it up from down there at Pops' place. Looks like the wiring got snatched out there. That's gonna need to be fixed. But I'm here to pick up my Mini X. I gotta take it to the mountain. I need to use it to load up some attachments for Uber for over there at Country Road Cure. We are going to do the second phase of that project that I've been working on. We're going to load up the rototiller and the rake and clean all that up and see if we can rototiller it and make it nice and level for them to be able to plant some grass. So I need to take the Mini X up there to load the attachments so I don't have to bring Uber all the way back to the mountain just to bring those attachments out there. Plus I'm gonna be bringing some cedars that I got from over there on the big trailer, and I'll be using the Mini X to unload that as well. All right, got it loaded. Let's get to Come On Mountain. All right. Ooh, this tree's got briars. All right, so right here is the rototiller, guys. It is brand new. I've had it for 4 years and I've never hooked it up. So this will be the first time me trying to use it out there. I think it'll do really, really well out there on Country Road Cure's area to level everything out and till it up and get it ready for grass. It's pretty heavy. I don't know how this is going to work with the Mini X, but we're going to give her a shot. Let's go ahead and get it unloaded. And I'll find a strap this thing down, and see if the Mini X can pick it up without tipping. Got it. Took a little doing, but we got it. Now we're gonna drive this over there by the rake, and then I gotta bring the excavator over there as well. Go ahead and shut that off. Gas prices are ridiculous right now. It's a little bit of work, but it's a lot less work than bringing Uber all the way over here on the trailer, loading it up, and then taking Uber all the way back, and then the attachments. So this works out. All right, well, got it over there. Now it's time for a walkabout and a long slow ride with the excavator or the Mini X. Of course, I got my posse always escorting me around the mountain. Ooh, I hope I'm not getting sick. Hopefully it's just all the pollen and stuff. I got a pocket full of throat lozenges though, and we're gonna keep it moving. Well, I wasn't expecting that, but that one ended up being a bigger pain in the butt than that one. Mainly just because of how awkward it is. I'm only going down dirt roads, so that'll be fine. I'm not going to try to hurt my back by snatching it around. I am going to have to go get some pins and stuff because I've never hooked either one of these attachments up to Uber, so I don't know what I'm going to need. So I'm gonna bring some extra pins, and I got to go get all the stuff for the 3-point from where I hooked up the backhoe onto Uber, and take that as well, because we're gonna have to take the backhoe off and hook the 3-point stuff back up. So it's gonna be an interesting day. All right, I did take a paint marker and put right and left on the 3-point attachment stuff. That way I didn't put it on backwards again. Ask me why I did that. Got all I can get. Let's get over there and see if this works. All right, guys, we made it to the 41.36. Check, make sure everything rode all right. looks like everything made it fine. I'm gonna have to dig a couple of stumps up before I take the backhoe off, and then we'll get this unloaded once I take the bucket off and put the grapple on to make it easier to unload this stuff. I'll bring y'all back when we do that. Well, that can right there was like gold with the prices these days. All right, we're gonna get you set up. We're gonna start digging stumps.
I burned out like a wandering ember. I shone bright, then my journey was over. What I sought when I ran was back where I began. No matter the rain, no matter the storm, I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Leave open the gate, don't turn off the light, I'm coming home. Well, I scratched in the dirt, I gained all that I in the end, what I found was nowhere near as no matter the rain, no matter the storm, I'm coming home. Coming home. Open the gate, don't turn on the light, I'm coming home. So I fought with my walls, so I elbowed my way to the sun. There be no kind of peace like you beside me. No matter the rain, no matter the storm, I'm coming home. Leave open
All right, guys, I realize I ain't talked to y'all since I've been here, but I've dug up about 3 stumps. This is one of the smaller ones. It's already been put over there. That one over there was a nightmare though, guys. It was right there. I've already filled in most of the hole. So I've decided not to go ahead and fill in all the holes with the grapple. It's too much of a pain in the booyah. So I'm gonna go ahead and just dig everything up, then I'll put my bucket back on and I will fill in all of the holes. We've got 2 more really big stumps that's gonna be a pain in the what's happening. And then I got all these little rocks to get up. And there's a couple of smaller stumps that I want to kind of snatch out as well. But we got this big one right here. This is probably going to be the worst one. And then we have a cedar stump over there with another stump with a tree right beside it. So I'm sure that's going to end up being a pain too. And we got the little ones here and there. Should be able to get all the stumps up today, and then we'll be able to hook up the rake and the rototiller and get the rest of them up. Also got another one right here that will end up causing havoc on the rototiller if I don't get it all situated. I got my posse right there on Broadway. They're missing right now. Oh, there's one of them. They're supervising me, guys. They're cracking whips and everything. I didn't sign up for that, but sometimes I need to be motivated, I guess. But Roxanne knows how to motivate me. She's going to feed me some groceries. So we'll work for food, guys. We'll work for food. Look at that view right there, though. It's kind of glazy, hazy, but it's a nice view. I just don't have time to look at it. All right. They ain't paying me to sit around, guys. Got to get back to work. Let's go.
What them pretty little lips gonna do to me, baby? But every single time that I come around, it seems you got another man trying to keep you down, baby. Well, you might think you're driving me insane, but I made the game that you're trying to play. You know, I think you maybe ought to know this ain't my first rodeo. I've been around long enough to know some things you can't take back, some things you just got to let go. Yes. Well, hell, I got Sammy on the phone, Nikki at home, trying to get along so I can be with you, babe. Change your mind, cause the bus is a humming. Are you staying, are you coming, babe? Well, you might think you drive me insane. I made the game that you're trying to play. You know, I think that maybe you should know this ain't my first rodeo. just got to let go.
Separate it a little bit more, as wide as possible. That way it's not, doesn't go up so high. Alright guys, we got everything unloaded. Now we need to take the backhoe off and get the 3-point hitch stuff put on here. That way we can hook the rake up. So next step, let's get the backhoe off. Still works.
Make it work.
And it's probably built good.
It's gotta be from like the 50s, dude. Hey, don't burn your fingers again, bro. I seen that.
Yeah, these hydraulics are a little warm.
Yeah. Well, they've been putting foot to where you know where it needs to go all day.
Yeah. Oh, I need to get some wood.
You having problems, David?
Nope.
I see you got that big old glove.
Yeah, welding glove.
Look like it might be hot.
A little bit. It's a little warmed up.
Ooh, careful. It's crooked. You're going cockeyed.
Yeah. Starting my life.
There we go.
Alright.
What is that, 3-point hitch?
3-point hitch. I can remember how to put it all back together.
Hey, don't look at me. I don't know what I'm doing. There's one. I guess it goes on that pin right there. What about that top pin though? I don't know. Guess we'll find out. Uber looks weird without the backhoe on it though. They don't look the same. You see what he's doing?
Oh yes, he's using that big rake 5000.
Yeah, the rake 9500.
Yeah.
Right? It's all cool.
I wish I had a rake like that.
I know.
That came with all the other attachments.
It's good, you know. I told David earlier, I'm all, man, I'm really glad I met you because look at all the work you're doing for me.
It's true.
I don't have to do it.
Yeah.
Like, just make him do it.
Yeah. I mean, what he's doing right now would have taken Anthony and myself like years to get through this and make it look decent and grow like how the grass is growing on that side.
I know. We were talking about it too. We were both actually were like, you know what? We can probably do most of this by hand.
Yeah.
This was before David came.
Yeah.
And now that I'm looking at the amount of work with a tractor, no less, right? I was like,
Yeah.
like you said, we'd be working on it, you know, in 2030.
I mean, we probably would have made it to like right here and then called it quits.
Like right here?
Just basically removed like this trees because there was a group of trees right here.
Yeah.
You know, took that out and then been like, man, this is too much work.
Well, this stump alone right here would have taken us 3 years.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we wouldn't have
By
removed,
hand.
Yeah, we wouldn't have removed the stumps. They would have just stayed. I wouldn't even have tried.
I know. But David's using that rake that he has, as you guys seen, and it's doing a very, very nice job.
It is doing a very good job.
You have to go over things multiple times, but
It's worth it.
I mean,
though.
it's all the sticks and the small things are getting out of here,
Yeah.
and it's gonna look really nice. And then, I don't know if I'm spilling the beans on his video, but then he's gonna rototill it for us with his big old rototiller,
Yeah.
which is awesome because we're to plant grass there.
Yeah. And it's supposed to rain pretty good this week sometime.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna hopefully after it rains come out here and spread a bunch of seed around.
Yeah, so we want to get the seeds in the ground. If it rains before or afterwards, it'll be fine. But once he does all that too with a rototiller, all this is going to be like, I mean, you guys know, it'd be rototilled dirt.
Yeah.
It's going to be very, very nice. And this is some really good dirt.
Oh yeah, when he was digging up that nasty stump over there, I was thinking that when he was digging, I was like, man, that is some really nice dirt.
Really nice dirt. Maybe I should grab a couple wheelbarrows full for the garden.
Yeah, I'm like, I do kind of need some dirt for some of those garden beds out front, but
Yeah. So David's doing a great job.
he is.
So much sticks, like small debris. That rake just picks all of it up. I know I probably said this on the last video, but just by clearing back here has like 3 times the size for our backyard, which is very, very nice because as you guys know that have watched our channel in the past, like we live in a shed to house, you know? And so when we're like hosting gathering stuff, it's just like the deck where everybody hangs out and David's trying to run me over. That rake is awesome. Look at that. But back to what I was saying, so like, you know, David brought up a good point. He was the one that brought it up, but we usually just hung out on the deck or like right outside on the grass, you know. But now with all of this, me and Roxanne have some really big plans, you know, in our minds anyway. you know, wishful thinking. We'll see what happens to do with this, and with like 3/4 more backyard, I think we can make it happen, and I think it's gonna be awesome. He's doing some work. Does a really good job getting everything that needs to be out of here. It levels it out too, which is nice. Like, not fully, but it straightens everything out. So like these big divots that he had to dig the stumps out of, he's gonna use the bucket too, but backfill that a little bit and then use the rake over it, and it's nice. And I guess this is the first time David's ever used this rake, so I think he's liking it, because he's probably getting all kinds of ideas for his property and stuff with this little thing now. David went over a bump and lost the whole pile he was raking. There it is. I think he hit that big giant boulder, bounced, and the rake went whoop, and the whole pile fell. That's all right though. Yeah, it just went back around and got it the other way. Get it, David. See, so now if David could ride his bike as well as he works on Uber, then I'd be really impressed. But he's got to get up to my level of riding bikes to get there. And he's still got a very long ways to go. Because don't let David fool you. The only reason why he has his bike is because of me. And he knows it. And he's probably watching me talk all this smack right now when he's working on this video. But he knows it's true, and he's probably smiling right now. Go ahead in the comments, just let him know that if it wasn't for Anthony, he wouldn't be having a motorcycle.
Man, I always had stories about the city life and the crazy nights. Figure I should probably give it a try. Maybe check it out, see what it's all about. But the traffic was fast and the money was slow. The people I met you never get to know. I kinda miss this place I used to live back home. Cause up here it's breakneck, paycheck, rat race, what's next? I'm tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond. I think I'll go back where I came from, where everybody knows my name. My friends are still the same. I guess the slow life hit me just right, like a bonfire on a cold night. Hell, and you can keep your 9 to 5, happy with the simple life. Yeah, I ain't here to try to change your mind, trying to save your time, in case you're thinking about breaking out the bucket.